All right. Hello, everybody. Hold on, let me shut my door. So, how are you guys? Okay. Now I got my Brian video done. I want to make this video. There's a few things I want to talk about. The world is insane. People are crazy. And we're just going to discuss a few things. So, how are you guys? I haven't done a coffee and chat in a while. Sundays have become difficult because I have to work every Sunday morning. So I haven't been able to do that. I would like to get back on a regular schedule with the coffee and chats. On a regular basis. Hey everybody, I just have to come up with the perfect time to do so. It's just difficult. Okay. Insane is an understatement. Oh, Mello, thanks. I hope you guys liked it. I mean, there was definitely not a lot of people in there, so I hope the video does better than that. I hope it reaches more people because I just think that, not that it's any excuse, but there is always a reason. There is always something. So, hey, everybody. Okay. So, hope you guys are good. Hope everybody's good. All right. Let's get into some stuff. Just give me 1 second. I got to fix something real quick. All right. I think I fixed it. Let me just make sure. Apparently not. Okay. There we go. I got it. Let me get rid of this. Okay, you guys. So let's get into tonight's discussion. Confused, my lunch and membership badge is missing again. What? Hold on, let me go over to my control panel and let me see what's going on. That's not good. Oh no, sugar, I can see your wrench. Well, at least I see it on my end. Okay. So let's talk about a few things, you guys. Yep, I see it. I see it too. All right, so let me pull this up. Y'all, this is why I could not be a single person in the world today. Between all of the freaking apps, Bumble and Tinder and all that other bullshit, there ain't no way in hell I'd be meeting anybody online in the ever. No freaking way. All right, Texas man who met woman on Bumble, kidnapped and tortured her for 5 days, authorities say. A Texas man who met a woman on the dating app Bumble kidnapped, beat, and tortured her for 5 days after she denied his sexual advances. Zachary Kent Mills, 21, of Spring, was arrested and charged with felony aggravated kidnapping after his Bumble date escaped his apartment on Thursday, where she endured days of Mills punching her, hitting her with a screwdriver, and starving her, according to court records filed in district court in Harris County. The records show he was released on $50,000 bond on Monday after he was booked in jail days earlier. Court records also show prosecutors requested a $100,000 bond while his defense asked for $20,000. Mills kidnapped the woman, only identified as JW, on December 24th after picking her up and taking her to his apartment. The two had begun a romantic relationship after meeting on the dating app. According to a probable cause statement at Mills' apartment, he promptly attempted to have it with the woman who denied his advances. He immediately began to physically assault her and would not let her leave the residence. The probable cause statement said the woman told authorities that when Mills got tired of hitting her with a closed fist, he would grab a screwdriver and would strike her with the handle. During her 5 days captive, Mills did not provide her with any food or water, the probable cause statement said. She was able to escape from the apartment when Mills left it to visit his father. When the woman was interviewed by authorities, her injuries included severe bruising to both eyes, bite marks, and cuts to both her throat and nose, and severe bruising to most of her body. The other court records tied to the case show Mills was apprehended on Friday and booked into jail on Saturday. Mills' lawyer, Chris DeNuna, said Wednesday his client has no criminal record and is not considered a flight risk. DeNuna said the allegations against his client are egregious, but the judicial system has to play out. DeNuna noted he is waiting on potential evidence to be turned over from the Harris County District Attorney's Office. We are pleading not guilty, DeNuna said. It's important the process gets carried out before we find these allegations credible or not. That's the whole point of due process and presumption of innocence. I mean, y'all, that is crazy. That is hell no. Would I ever meet anybody online like that? Wow, Chrissy, really? That's crazy. Hey, happiness. But man, that's why I don't know how women do it. I do not know how women go out and meet men online on these apps. I mean, you could be meeting up with a total freaking nut job. I mean, it's just that shit's way too sketchy. And that right there, that's why. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to ask everybody, please take a minute, hit that thumbs up. And if you did not see my last live that I just did a few minutes ago, make sure you check that out on Brian. All right. Louisiana law requires ID to view porn. Websites containing 33.3%, isn't that weird? 33.3 or more of pornographic content are responsible for checking users' age. Presumably, residents could get around that by using a VPN, though. So, again, I've said this for how long? That so much of the internet is that. And they keep it up for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Just like Louisiana creating this law where you have to actually show proof of ID instead of just clicking that button that says, are you 18, right? Instead of doing that, they made it so you have to actually show a copy of your photo ID to prove that you are over 18 years old in order to view these things. Problem is that if you have a VPN, which most people do today, then that's a way around it. So really, it did absolutely nothing. But let's see. Louisiana residents looking to get their New Year's jollies were met this week by an age verification request before accessing online PORN. As of Sunday, January 1st, a new law requires websites containing 33.3% or more of that content to verify individuals' age using a government-issued form of ID. The goal of HB 142, introduced last year by Rep. Lori Schlegel and approved in June by Governor John Bell Edwards, aims to not only keep anyone under the age of 18 from watching it, but to hold accountable the websites that readily supply it. PORN is creating a public health crisis and having a courting influence on minors. The legislation text says, due to advances in technology, the universal availability of the internet and limited age verification requirements, minors are exposed to this at an early age. PORN is destroying our children, and they're getting unlimited access to it on the internet. And so if the pornography companies aren't going to be responsible, I thought we need to go ahead and hold them accountable. A licensed professional counselor and certified SEX addiction therapist. While many explicit websites already require users to enter their date of birth, most don't take the extra steps to verify that information. Louisiana's new law, however, stipulates the websites check government-issued IDs to verify folks' age or suffer the consequences. I mean, what's sad is that it is all over. It's so easily accessible to children and minors. I mean, yes, it is the parents' responsibility to monitor what their children do online. However, and this just is not just as coming from me being a mother, but I think there's way too much of that shit online for anybody. I don't think it's healthy for freaking anybody, because too much of anything is bad for you, right? I mean, it's ended marriages, it's ended relationships, it has caused divorces, it has caused children to go from happy homes to broken homes. It has caused all of these problems, but it's just so out there. It's so easy to get into. You know what I'm saying? That somebody should do something about that. But again, see how easy it is to go around this law? All you have to do is have a VPN, which obviously is not going to stop anybody. I mean, come on. But it is an attempt at a step in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think about this? I want to hear your thoughts. Oh, thank you, Happiness. Hey, Ashley. Hold on one second. Okay. Exact. I'm all for it too. All right, let me get rid of this. All right, let's pull up this next thing. Hold on, I gotta. Okay. Where is it? Right here. Sorry. Let me share my screen with y'all. Okay. Now, I'm not going to be able to play this video because of the music that this person is playing. So I'm going to have to keep it muted, but it does tell you what this person is saying. Oh, shit. Hold on. Now, this person is, okay, a non-binary teacher explains how sad it is that parents teach their kids there are only two genders, and so they want to be more open with students about it. These are the people teaching your children, okay? Now, I will read it as for those of you that cannot see the screen, and because I cannot play it because of the music, I will get a copyright. So something that happened the other day, I was in class. Shit, I gotta mute it. Sorry. And the students call me Coach Kelly. And a common question is, why are you called Coach Kelly? Do you actually coach anything? And I'm like, yeah, I do. But you call me Coach Kelly because you know I'm not a woman or a man. I'm not a Mrs. or a Mr. I'm a coach. And most of the students were like, okay, cool, whatever. We're like, yeah, you look like a, oh my gosh, hold on. Freaking go so fast. We're like, yeah, you look like a boy. Please wear dresses. So it kind of makes sense. And then one student raises his hand and said, well, my mom says that you can't exist because when you're born, the Bible says that you're born either a girl or a boy. And yeah, and I was like, some people believe that. And as a queer Christian, that just breaks my heart. That something like 2 identities of mine are being used to harm children. Oh, man. Right? And then it pretty much broke my heart, especially when a lot of kids in the class, like, agreed and said their parents said the same thing. And I know it's something in their parents, right? It's not the kids are just believing what they're told. And then I also do all the other after school activities. And 2 of my favorite kids, one of them, she corrected herself without being reminded or anything. And someone else, he takes too long in the bathroom. One of the little kids, I said, if you don't come back soon, I'm going to come check on you. And he's like, well, you can't in the boys' bathroom. And another one goes, and another kid who hates every single teacher he comes into contact with said, yes, they can. They're non-binary. So they can use whatever bathroom they want. Because someone they love is non-binary. They're okay with it, right? We need to stop teaching our kids that it's this or that, or that it's wrong, because it's not. And quite frankly, being open and having kids that like that, it just warms my heart that those are the people. There's enough of those people who are going to be running the world one day, and I look forward to it. And that's why I'm a teacher. Okay, so I'm sorry that I had to read that like that and wouldn't let me play it, because it definitely sounds, it sounds odd, probably, me reading it like that. But this right here, this shit right here is exactly why sending your children to public school should scare the hell out of you. That shit right there. That's what I had to say about that. Just seeing that 3,000 people were arrested in the UK for things like this, gender and political stuff, like you were talking about last week. Totally crazy when they posted it. Yep. Hey, Sammy Jane. That kind of shit right there pisses me off. And it should scare people who send their children to school, because those are the people that you are entrusting your children with. Those are the people that are with your children up to, 8 hours a day. Those are the people that are teaching your children the things that they are learning. I mean, it bothers me. And I've talked about this multiple times before. If you're an adult and you want to make a decision, then you go right ahead and you make that decision. But you do not have the right to push that political bullshit in schools. And you do not have the right to push that bullshit onto other people's children. I mean, it's completely insane. If you can't talk to children about God and Jesus and Christ, then you sure as shit cannot be talking to children about sexual preferences and all of that garbage. It's the most insane thing. Like, I would never send my children back to school. No freaking way. It's so insane. It is so crazy. And it really, really bothers me, because this is the world that we live in today. We live in the upside down, where this is the kind of stuff that it is the new normal for our kids. It is the new normal for kids these days. The world that they are pushing, all of this bullshit, this trans agenda, this, you don't have to be a boy or a girl. What your parents are telling you is wrong. What you're learning, what we do inside here in this school, in this building, that is what is right. What you're learning at home, that closed-minded bullshit, that's what's wrong. That's what your children hear 7 to 8 hours a day when they're at school, away from you. Do you know what else it's doing? It's not only brainwashing them and indoctrinating them into this new normal that they want your children to grow up in, but it's also causing a divide between you and your children, because life is the way that it is, and the school is trying to convince your children that you're wrong and that what they're saying is right. So it's going to cause a huge divide between you and your children. So not only are they going to be brainwashed and indoctrinated into this bullshit new normal type of lifestyle, but they're also going to have these bad feelings towards you because you don't agree with it, because you know that it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Pushing that shit on children is where I got a problem, right? I don't care what you do. I don't care what you as an adult do in your off time. But damn it, when you're in there teaching other people's children, you don't do that shit. You don't do that. You don't say that. You don't be that. You're there to teach them reading, writing, math, all that bullshit. You're not there to teach them that garbage that you're bringing into it. I mean, it's crazy to me. It is crazy that shit is allowed. It is crazy to me that a boy can go into a girl's bathroom at school because he identifies as a she. I don't agree with that. I don't want any boys of any kind walking in the bathroom with my daughter, let me tell you. I don't know how people can be okay with that. I'm sorry. But it is the way that it is. Okay? All right. Wait, let me get that off the screen. All right, let's just take this. This is the kind of shit that I am talking about right here. Now, this is not school, but this is not a full adult either. Okay? Like, this person has obviously. Okay, I'm not even going to say anything. I'm going to let you listen to it, okay?
To call out sick from work because I've had these.
Sorry, I forgot to mute my end. I always forget to do that. My bad, y'all.
So I just had to call out sick from work because I've had these awful, unexplainable stomach cramps all day. And I really, really hope that I'm sick because, I've been on hormones for a year and I've heard people say that this is around the time when they start getting like period cramps. And if I have to deal with this once a month, I am going to be so upset. I don't have 12 sick days a year. I'm just going to have to power through. That sounds awful.
I mean, is there an emoji for let's like slamming your head against the wall? I mean, for crying out loud. You cannot have a period without a uterus. This is the problem right here. This is the brainwashing and the bullshit agenda. This is what it's doing right here. This is the agenda. This is the brainwashing. This is what the indoctrination leads to. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? God help us is right, Mello. For God help us. I mean, it's not even funny. That's how bad it is. For God's sakes. Jeez. But it's the world we live in, y'all. It's the upside down. And listen, I made a video a while back about Brittany Griner and the Marine that was left behind. Of course, the video didn't go nowhere because it goes against the agenda. But there's a reason that she was brought home and he was not. And people can disagree with me, but it's because we live in the upside down. Okay? Okay. Now, in last week's video, was it? I told you about this father and who was in a custody battle with his wife because his son wanted a McDonald's girls toy. She wants to turn him female. I think he's like 8 or 9 years old, right? Now, here's an update. You guys remember me telling you about that story? Okay. So here is an update to that story. A Texas father at the center of a bitter years-long gender transition case claims his ex-wife had moved to California, planning to chemically castrate their 9-year-old son, James, who identifies as a girl named Luna. Jeff Younger, a dad of 2, unsuccessfully ran for the Texas State House campaigning on an anti-trans platform, appeared on Tucker Carlson tonight, Thursday, and shared a video that reports to show his son identifying himself as a girl. In the recording, 9-year-old James is asked if he is a boy, to which he replies, "No, I am a girl." In the recording, 9-year-old James is asked if, the grade schooler says his mother, pediatrician Dr. Ann whatever, told him he was a girl and she also put him in dresses. This shit right here. See, it was not this child's choice. This mother, because he wanted to play with a girl's toy from McDonald's, decided that he was going to be a girl. So she has spent the last year putting him in dresses, treating him like a girl, and brainwashing him into thinking that he is supposed to be a girl. And now she wants to chemically castrate this 9-year-old child. That is fucking sick, and she should be arrested for child abuse. I don't care what anybody says. That is bullshit. My blood ran cold when I realized what she had planned for that boy. I mean, that she should be arrested for that. That's why they must wait until 18 to do any medical intervention, and no custody should be because of gender issues. I agree. Let me go on and finish reading this. Jeff Younger says he's afraid his ex-wife plans to chemically castrate his 9-year-old son, James, who identifies as a girl. According to the Texas dad, his former spouse has moved with their children to California to take advantage of the state's new trans refuge law. Of course, California. Younger claimed that his ex-wife, had deliberately relocates his son and the boy's twin brother to California just days before the state's trans refuge law went into effect on New Year's Day. The law is designed to protect transgender children and their families if they're being criminalized in their home states. According to Younger, his ex began transitioning James when he was just 2 years old. So I'm sorry, this has been going on for a long time. This might let me see. Okay, yeah. So it is the same, but it is the same story, but it all started. I'm sorry, I was thinking it was last year. But no. This was when he was 2 years old. That's when this happened with the toy at McDonald's. So I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Okay. Began transitioning James when he was just 2 years old and tried to enroll him in a gender clinic in Dallas at age 5. At 2 years old, he did not tell her that he was a girl. Okay. This is the parents. This is in the parents' head. It's the parents who are sucked into this new normal. And they suck their children, and I mean this is totally just insane. Pediatrician records show that she intended to chemically castrate him at age 8 or 9, his current age, and then he magically moves to California. I don't think this is an accident. Chemical castration, okay, we all know what that is, right? Refers to the use of chemicals or drugs to stop sex hormone production. Unlike surgical castration, chemical castration does not remove organs, and it is not a form of sterilization. It is also reversible. A gender therapist who evaluated James recommended that he begin transitioning by wearing dresses and going by Luna after his mom said that the child requested a girl's toy and wanted to be one of the female characters from the Disney film Frozen. At 2 years old. The parents have been locked in a custody battle for years, with the dad claiming that his ex-wife is determined to have their son, pictured in a dress, transition to a girl. I mean, what is wrong with her? If she wanted a daughter, she could have just gone and adopted one. I'd bring my son to school in boys' clothes, and they'd give him a dress and make him use the girls' bathroom at school. The school was in cahoots with the mother. I mean, no flipping way. Oh, Sammy Jane, don't even get me started. That shit, man, is ridiculous. It makes me so mad. For real. Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of that. I mean, don't you guys I swear that it's like a world we've never. If you could tell my grandparents what the world was like today, they would never believe it. They'd be like, "No friggin' way." Okay. Let me pull up this next one. Try to get through these. All right. Jane Goodall tells the World Economic Forum to kill billions of humans to save the planet.
We cannot hide away from human population.
Sorry, I keep forgetting to.
We cannot hide away from human population growth because You know, it underlies so many of the other problems. All these things we talk about wouldn't be a problem if there was the size of population that there was 500 years ago.
Now, Depop has always been a major agenda of theirs because, yeah, they believe there's too many people. It's too overpopulated. Depop is their agenda. They don't even hide it anymore. That's what I'm saying. The world has gotten so bad that the people who do this, the ELITESs, don't even try to hide it anymore. They don't even try to hide it. All right, let's talk a little bit about this. I know, Sassafras, right? Yeah, exactly. I know, Mello. All right. So this next one, I'm sure you guys have heard about it, but they are referring this to in the Enoch. I don't know if all you guys know what Enoch is, but it's a book that was removed from the Bible. But they're calling this the Enoch murder suicide. Let's listen in.
Tragedy in a small southern Utah town. We continue to follow the murder-suicide that left 3 adults and 5 children dead.
Their bodies were found inside an Enoch home yesterday afternoon, and that's where we find Fox 13 News reporter Jenna Bree tonight. She joins us live.
Jenna, what can you tell us about this investigation so far? Bob and Kelly, police believe a man shot and killed his 7 family members before taking his own life at this home on the 4900 North block of Albert Drive. There's no timeline on when the family was killed, but the Enoch City mayor says witnesses saw members of the family at a church activity on Tuesday night. The 3 adults were identified as Michael and Tasha Haight, Tasha's mother, Gail Earl, and 5 children who were not identified by name, but range in ages from 4 to 17 years old. After being married for nearly 20 years, court records show 40-year-old Tasha Haight filed for divorce on December 21st in Iron County. In a briefing today, Enoch City manager Rob Dotson said authorities received a call Wednesday that Tasha had missed a previously scheduled appointment, and that's why police made the welfare check yesterday afternoon.
A few hours after that welfare check call came in and Tasha was not located, a missing persons report was requested and was received by Cedar City Police Department due to Michael's office location in Cedar City. Once determined Michael's home address was in Enoch City, the missing persons report was passed to Enoch City officers, at which point the welfare check to locate Tasha became an effort to find the entire family.
Michael Haight was listed as an Allstate insurance agent with an office in Cedar City, but a family friend told Fox 13 News that the 42-year-old had left the company within the last week. Dotson says the bodies have been removed from the home and autopsies will be performed within the next coming days. Reporting live in Enoch, Jenna Bree, Fox.
All right, now let me read this where it says, why can't I get off this thing? Okay. A 42-year-old man fatally shot his wife, their 5 children, and his mother-in-law inside their home in rural Utah this week before he shot and killed himself. Officials said that the evidence suggests that the man killed the 7 other members of his family and then killed himself inside the family's home. Police officers discovered all 8 bodies on Wednesday after Mr. Hyatt's wife failed to show up for an appointment with someone who then contacted the police. I mean, it's just crazy the kind of shit that happens today. Oh, let me get off that screen. It is super sad, you guys. It is. Oh, hold on. Let me get rid of all this stuff. Okay. Let's move on. All right. Satanic child abuse ring shut victims in oven, forced them to kill animals, and film themselves doing things to children. A satanic child abuse ring tortured children. Okay. 7 men and 4 women are accused of abusing 3 young children over the course of 10 years in Glasgow, which saw them attempt to call on spirits and demons. 2 girls, one of whom was allegedly shut in a microwave, fridge, oven, and freezer in an attempt to kill her. The 1 boy were forced to kill animals as well as being essayed. Members of the group have been charged with 43 offenses, with among the most serious being attempted murder and assault of young children. What is with these sick freaking people in this world? Take them all of these people who want to do all of these things to children, take them all, send them to G-Bay, lock them up with those people. That's what I say. Lock them up, throw away the key. All right. Ian Owens, Elaine Lannery, Leslie Williams, Paul Brannon, Marion Gallagher, Scott Forbes, Barry Watson, Mark Carr, Richard whatever, Leona Lang, and John Clark all deny the offenses. 4 other people alleged to have been involved in the ring, Maureen Gowdy, Stephen McKendry, Robert Brown, James McLean, and Douglas somebody, have since died. The High Court in Glasgow was told on Friday that the offenses took place between January 2010 and March 2020 at a number of addresses in the city. The group are alleged to have run a wheelchair over the legs of one of the girls, as well as putting a plastic bag over her head. It's told she was made to eat cat food, as well as take drugs and alcohol, with the other girl also made to eat pet food. The second girl was allegedly chased by an adult wearing a devil mask and hung by her jumper from a nail on the wall. I mean, it's so fucking sick and disturbing. And it's sad that it went on for 10 years before anybody did a damn thing about it. All right, so the 6-year-old who shot the teacher in the Virginia classroom, I'm sure everybody's heard about it. Let's talk about it. The Virginia teacher, who authorities say was shot by a 6-year-old student, is known as a hardworking educator who is devoted to her students and enthusiastic about the profession that runs in her family, according to fellow teachers and city officials. John Ali III, a former member of the Newport News School Board, identified the first grade teacher as Abby Zwerner. She was shot Friday at Rich Neck Elementary School. Shortly after the shooting, police said Zwerner had life-threatening injuries, but she was improved and was listed in stable condition at a local hospital. Alay and other city officials met with teachers and the principal at the school Friday and later went to the hospital where they met with members of Zwerner's family, including several aunts who also are teachers. The family was all educators and said she was excited about doing the job. The custodians and other teachers spoke about how she's a good teammate, she's a team player, she loves her children, she's just an all-around good teacher. Cindy Hurst said her granddaughter A is still rattled by the shooting. She was in Zwerner's class last year and told her grandmother she is a great teacher. Police Chief Steve Drew said the boy shot and wounded the teacher with a handgun in a first grade classroom. He was later taken into police custody. Drew said the shooting was not accidental and was part of an altercation. No students were injured. Police have declined to describe what led to the altercation or any other details about what happened in the classroom, citing the ongoing investigation. They have also declined to say how the boy got access to the gun or who owns the weapon. Virginia law does not allow 6-year-olds to be tried as adults. In addition, a 6-year-old is too young to be committed to the custody of the Department of Juvenile Justice if found guilty. A juvenile judge would have authority, though, to revoke a parent's custody and place a child under the purview of the Department of Social Services. Mayor Philip Jones would not say where the boy is being held. We are ensuring he has all the services that he currently needs right now. Experts who study gun violence said the shooting represents an extremely rare occurrence of a young child bringing a gun into school and wounding a teacher. It's very rare, and it's not something the legal system is really designed or positioned to deal with. David Redman, founder of a database that tracks U.S. school dating back to 1970, he said Saturday that he's only aware of 3 other shootings caused by 6-year-old students in the time period he has studied. Those included the fatal shooting of a fellow student in 2000 in Michigan shootings, and then injured other students in 2011 in Texas and 2021 in Mississippi. Reedman said he only knows of one other instance of a student younger than that causing gunfire at a school, in which a 5-year-old student brought a gun to Tennessee school in 2013 and accidentally discharged it. No one was injured in that case. I remember hearing about that. Brought it to school in his backpack. Yeah, I remember that. Newport News is a city of about 185,000 people in southeastern Virginia, known for its shipyard, which builds the nation's aircraft carriers and other U.S. Navy vessels. I mean, isn't that freaking insane? I want to know where that 6-year-old got that gun. I mean, I want to know where he got the gun in the first place, right? Because if it was one of his parents' guns, it should have been locked up where he could not get to it. Yeah, I don't know how exactly, Melissa. A 6-year-old has no concept of life, death, anything like that. So I don't know what is going to happen to him. I don't know. Oh, I don't know what, I don't know. I don't know what could go wrong. What could be done there. Something for sure, because, I mean, thank God the teacher didn't die. You know what I'm saying? And even after she was injured, she was able to escort the rest of the students out to safety. So, that's awesome for her. Or even a local punk. You know what I mean? Like a punk. I don't know. We don't know. I don't know the story. Oh, yo, this was crazy. A married couple, they've been married for 10 years, sent in their DNA to a genealogical site. It come back, they done found out they were brother and sister. They've been married for 10 years. I mean, can you imagine how awkward it was after they opened up that freaking pamphlet that and read what they read. I mean, imagine the silence in the room. Like, do you think they both looked at each other and went, oh, well, what the hell do we do now? You know what I'm saying? Like, where do we go from here? Holy cow. Like, that is terrible. And then on the other hand, though, had they never sent that in, they wouldn't know, and they'd be, they wouldn't know, and they'd be friggin', you know, brother and sister. That is so crazy. I don't know. I never read the whole article. Let's see if they have kids. Oh my God. Let's see. Okay, yeah, they are married, but recently discovered that they are brother and sister. As a result of such things as adoption, parents walking out of their children's lives, and baby being born sperm donors, there are more siblings than ever. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Recently, a video went viral where a man and his wife shared their shocking news. The husband and wife revealed that they are also brother and sister. As they explained the relationship, the man said he and his wife had been together for 13 years. In 2011, the couple got married and had their first child. 4 years later, they had their second child. Oh, shit. After that, they learned that they were brother and sister. Wow. People did a poll. Stay together, divorce, I'm not sure, or other. I mean, you obviously can't stay together. They do. They look like brother and sister, too. I wonder if they thought, man, you guys, I wonder if anyone was like, hey, you guys make a cute couple. You look a lot alike. You know what I'm saying? Like, has anybody got any extra toes? What? Stop. That's not funny, but I mean, I'm sure it was really not funny for them, but damn, you know? Oh, I needed a little bit of laughter after that. That's what I'm saying. I wonder if someone was like, hey, you guys would make a good couple. You know, you guys look alike. Yeah, just pretend they never did the test. Yeah, I don't know why they went and made it public. You know what I mean? I don't know why they would have done that, but they did. Hold on, let me get rid of these things. Good Lord. Yeah, I don't know why they would go public. My son's adopted, private from birth, and he has a full sister that was adopted out through an agency at birth. My concern as well. Oh, I get it. Yeah, because you never know. Like, you don't know. Yeah, their kids are probably now going to get shit for that because they came out about it. You know, it's not good for the kids for sure. Okay. I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh, but I just imagine how awkward it was, like when they found out at that moment. You know what I'm saying? To be a fly on the wall. All right. On a more serious note, a Pennsylvania mother is missing after failing to pick her child up from the bus stop, which is completely out of character for her. Authorities in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, are very concerned about the welfare of a mother who disappeared 1 week ago after she failed to pick her son up at a bus stop. Jennifer Brown, 43, was last seen on the afternoon of January 3rd by a friend or colleague. it should have said friend and colleague. That's weird. Her vehicle was found parked outside of her home the next day with her keys. Wait. Okay. Jennifer Brown, 43, was last seen on the afternoon of January 3rd by a friend or colleague. Okay. Her vehicle was found parked outside of her home the next day with her keys, wallet, purse, and work cell phone still inside. Her personal phone has not been found or used since the morning of January 4th. This is her. Brown is described as a white female about 5 feet, 1 inch tall, with brown hair and green eyes. She was reported missing after failing to pick up her son on January 4th. There's no way she would leave him behind or not be home for him. Ellen Friend, a neighbor, told WPVI, "It's honestly completely out of character. She's a very friendly person. I don't see her having any enemies. She's very caring of all the neighbors, especially the elderly." Brown's family is offering a $10,000 reward for information that helps law enforcement locate her. Anyone with information can call Limerick Township Police at 610-495-7909 or Montgomery County Detectives at 610-226-5553. Anyone with any information. A missing mother. She's been missing for a week. Her car was found outside of her home with her keys, wallet, purse, and work phone still inside. Her personal phone has not been found or used since the morning of January 4th. Yeah, right. Savvy Sav, it's like, am I going to tell him or you? Okay. It is. There's so many missing people. It's crazy. It's like, who could keep up? That's Pennsylvania, Kimo. All right. A Dollar General clerk is charged with manslaughter after police say he shot and killed an armed robber. The clerk said it was the 6th attempted armed robbery at the store since August. All right. A Dollar General employee is facing charges following an armed robbery that left the suspect dead. The employee, Rafus Anderson, told police it was the 6th attempt at the store since August that he feared for his life. Anderson was released Tuesday with no bail. So a Dollar General employee in Louisiana has been charged with manslaughter after police say he shot and killed a would-be armed robber at his store in Monroe, Louisiana. According to the police report, Rafus Anderson was working at the Dollar General in downtown Monroe on Monday when an armed suspect robbed the store. Police say Anderson fired a shot that hit the suspect and another customer as the suspect fled the store. Police responding to the shooting found the suspect north of the store lying on the money he had just robbed the store of. Dollar General did not immediately respond to insiders' request for comment. After closing the store, Anderson turned himself in to authorities, according to the report. He told police that it was the 6th attempted armed robbery at the location since August, including 4 successful robberies, and that he was afraid the suspect was going to kill him. Anderson was released Tuesday with no bail and was scheduled to appear in court Wednesday. In a lot of these areas, they're the only stores around. Reporter BJ Bethel of the local NBC affiliate in Dayton, Ohio, told the outlet at the time. For robbers, he added, it's the only place to get cash. More than 85 shooting accidents occurred in 2022 at or near businesses with the word dollar in the name. Discount retailers like Dollar General, Family Dollar, and Dollar Tree are opening more new stores than any other retail category in the U.S. as Americans change their spending habits. Dollar General led the pack by a wide margin with more than 1,000 new stores. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The bottom line is the store was robbed 4 times. It was attempted to be robbed 6 times since August. It has successfully been robbed 4 times. The guy was I wouldn't even work there. I would be like, see ya, your shit job is not worth my life, right? But if I was there, hell yeah, I'm gonna, if it's me or my life and I feel like I'm endangered, then yeah, I'm gonna take a shot, right? He should not be getting charged with manslaughter for protecting his own life just because it was in a public business and not his home. I think that's bullshit. That is not right at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Like, people should be standing up for that guy. Like, coming to have his back, because that's bullshit. Monroe, Louisiana, that's where Duck Dynasty, people are from. Freaking the guy, all he did was, use his own right to protect himself. I don't think that's right at all. Sugar said, our Family Dollar 2 blocks away has been robbed about 10 times in 2 years. They keep getting hit along with the Metro PCs and the vape shops. Yeah, that's crazy. You better for real, Sugar, you better keep your doors locked. And you better have protection. I know, what else was he supposed to do? Right? Get shot, die, not go home to his family? That is bullshit. So, I'm going to be paying attention to when that guy, if anything happens, if I hear anything about court or anything, and I'll keep you guys posted, because people should be standing up for him, not letting him go to jail for manslaughter. Man, I wish I had my channel back when Rittenhouse, when all that shit was going on with Portland. Let me tell you. I bet he don't work there. I bet he quit after that, though. You know what I'm saying? I bet he don't work there no more. All right. No, I bet he'd have just quit his job after that. Exactly. You could stand back and be like, "Here, take it. Take whatever you want." And they could still shoot you dead anyway. So, exactly. I agree. Okay. We're almost done. Now, I got this on Twitter and Living Lake Times thing. Okay, so Audrey Arison posted this. This is Kevin Neese's alleged FBI source who gave him the alleged black box info and real autopsy. Can you confirm that an alleged federal attorney threatening to use her clearance to put someone under the jail for talking about her kids is definitely not a real attorney? Now, I don't know if you guys have heard this. I had not heard this before. So I'm going to play this clip real quick. And you guys tell me, does this sound like a federal attorney talking? All right, let me mute myself.
Oh, they already doxed me. From the beginning, come crying with me. Like, first of all, my clearance is high enough to pretty much fuck any person up at this point.
That's so funny,
like,
though. It's creepy when you cut it
I
off.
wish someone would. That's why I said I take all responsibility, because Like, I'm probably the worst person to try that with. You better ask Lance. So you talk about my kids, you're now talking about a federal employee. I work with military contracts. I have the highest security clearance, and I report directly to the DOJ. If you are touching and talking about my children, you will be under the prison. So all of you little sneaky shits, I wish you would try it. Screen record me, I will trace your IP, and you will be fucked. That is a promise.
I've seen proof she can do that.
Oh my God, Sassafras, do you know that I was thinking that same shit? I was like, because she sounds like her to me. This does not sound like any professional that I have ever heard. This is the person, yes, this was his source that he was getting his info from. Are you kidding me? Did you hear that lady and the way that she talked and the shit that she said? Whatever. But I'm gonna tell you, Sass, that's the first thing. That's the first thing I thought. For sure. It sounded like, it reminded me of her while she was drunk, while she was getting drunk, driving around Truckee, running her mouth to everybody, threatening to have everybody put on a list. That's what that shit sounded like to me. Sugar, I don't even know. I'm going to tell you, if that lady was telling me and talking to me, like I heard her talking like that, and she was telling me that she was this federal agent, she was this, I would be like, lady, listen, I don't trust you, not as far as I can throw you. So, no thanks, but no thanks. Like someone involved in Summerwell's case that allegedly had inside info. Could be, Sugar, could be. Savvy, I work for the court and I wouldn't even say anything close. As someone that's in anything federal, no way, man. You don't disclose or hint at anything. Lady, restart your meds, yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying Melissa, I'm not stating anything towards him. I'm just saying. I would question it. All right, and then I got one last thing. Let me get rid of that. Oh, nope, I don't. That's it. So I hope you guys like this live. Please hit that thumbs up if you did. I was not able to finish my Kylie streams earlier today. It would not let me get on. So I ended up having to delete StreamYard and then re-upload it again. And it took forever. And I really wanted to make that video about Brian Koberger earlier. So I'm glad I was able to get that done. And then I wanted to talk about these few things with you guys, like a coffee and chat. Like I said, I miss it. I haven't been able to do it in a while. But I have to work tomorrow. So it'll either be tomorrow night or the following night that I release more of my Kylie streams. So I hope that's cool. And then obviously if I find anything else out, I will, let you guys know that too. But for now, that's all I got. So please hit that thumbs up. Please sub to the channel. Please comment below. It really helps. And anybody who wants to donate, links are all down in the description below. I love you guys. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay safe. Keep asking those hard questions and keep spreading that light. I'll see you later, you guys. Have a good night.